lot has happened. Migration due to environmental disaster. Stay tuned and listen to this documentary. Let me talk on migration due to environmental disaster. In today's world, one of the greatest challenges facing humanity is migration caused by environmental disasters. Every year, millions of people are forced to leave their homes, not because of war or politics, but because the very environment they depend on has turned against them. From floods to droughts, wildfires to hurricanes, environmental disasters are reshaping our world, pushing people to seek refuge and survival in safer lands. Let me begin with California, USA, where wildfires have destroyed thousands of homes in recent years. Families have fled communities, turned to ashes, seeking safety in neighboring states. In Australia, in 2019 to 2020, bushfires burned over 18 million hectares of land, forcing both people and wildlife to migrate. Many Australians lost their livelihoods and entire towns were displaced. In Bangladesh, rising sea levels and frequent floods have displaced millions. Villages that once thrived along the coast are now underwater. People are moving inland to escape the encroaching tides, creating overcrowded urban centers. Similarly, in India, extreme monsoon rains and cyclones have destroyed farmlands, forcing farmers to abandon agriculture and migrate to cities in search of new opportunities. Across sub-Saharan Africa, droughts and desertification are pushing entire communities to the brink. In Nigeria, Niger, and Chad, the shrinking Lake Chad has left millions of fishermen and farmers without a source of livelihood. This environmental decline has sparked internal migration and even conflict over dwindling resources. In Somalia and Ethiopia, prolonged droughts have led to food shortages, causing thousands to migrate to refuge camps or neighboring countries. In the Caribbean and Central America, hurricanes such as Hurricane Maria and Hurricane Dorian devastated entire islands, leaving many homeless. Some survivors migrated to the United States, while others were forced to rebuild from scratch on unstable ground. In Haiti, repeated earthquakes and hurricanes have combined with poverty to create one of the most challenging displacement crises in the world. Even in the Arctic, melting ice is affecting the indigenous communities of Alaska and Greenland. Villages once protected by permafrost are now sinking, forcing relocation to higher grounds. The environment they once called home is disappearing before their eyes. But amid all these strategies, there is hope. Many countries are adopting climate adaptation strategies, building stronger homes, restoring forests, and planning sustainable cities that can withstand climate shocks. Scientists and environmentalists are working tirelessly to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, while local communities are learning new ways to live in harmony with nature. Environmental migration is not just a story of loss. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and human spirit. If we act together, protecting our planet, conserving our environment, and supporting those displaced, we can turn this global crisis into a lesson of hope and renewal. Because when nature moves, humanity must learn to move wisely with it. You as a person, you can as well subscribe for more environmental education videos in order to see what is happening. So let us protect our planet together. One may be wondering, what are exactly the causes of this environmental disaster? Yes, environmental disaster can be as a result of natural causes. That is, disaster caused by natural processes of the earth, often beyond human control. For instance, earthquake, which can be caused by movement of tectonic plates beneath the earth's crust. Then the volcanic eruptions, when pressure from molten rock, that is the magma, builds up and explodes from a volcano. Then the floods and storms, which can be triggered by heavy rainfall, hurricanes, or typhoons. Then the droughts can be caused by long periods without rain. Wildfires started by lightning strikes or extreme heats. While natural, their intensity can worsen due to human actions. Yes, most environmental disasters today are made worse or directly caused by human activities. Now, the human causes, that is the man-made factor, can as well cause environmental disaster. Now, let us look at human causes, that is the man-made factor, that is the anthropogenic activities that can result in environmental disaster. Yes, most environmental disasters today are made worse or directly caused by human activities such as pollution, deforestation, and industrialization. Just like what I have been saying before, the climate change, that is human activities like burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas, that release greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane and others. These gases trap heat in the atmosphere, causing global warming, which leads to rising sea levels, stronger hurricanes and storms, melting ice caps, unpredictable rainfall, and heat waves. Then the deforestation, which involves cutting down trees, reduces the Earth's ability to absorb carbon dioxide, thereby retaining water. This leads to increased flooding and soil erosion. Desertification, that is land turning into desert, loss of biodiversity, plants and animal. Then for the pollution, factories, vehicles and oil spills release harmful substances into the air, water and soil, thereby causing pollution such as acid rain, contaminated water supplies, death of aquatic lives, poor human health. Then for the poor urban planning, building cities on floodplains or without proper drainage increases disaster risk. When heavy rain falls, water has nowhere to go, causing flash floods and landslides. Then over-exploitation of natural resources, another like mining, overfishing, and excessive farming degrade the environment, weaken soil structure, and make areas more vulnerable to disasters like landslides or droughts. Then another one is industrial accidents. Sometimes disaster happen due to human error or negligence, such as oil spill, just like the one that happened in 2010 in Mexico. Then the chemical leaks, like the tragedy of Hofar gas tragedy in India in 1984. Then the nuclear accidents, the Chernobyl in Ukraine in 1986 and Fukushima in Japan in 2011. All these events caused long-term pollution and forced thousands of people to migrate. Another one is interaction between humans and nature. The worst disaster often occur when natural events meet human vulnerability. For instance, a cyclone may not cause huge loss if cities are well prepared. But when poverty, weak infrastructure, and poor planning exist, a small storm can destroy entire communities. There's a call for change. The truth is, most environmental disasters are not accidents. They are warnings from nature, reminding us that the earth has limits. We have the power to reverse the damage, reforest our lands, reduce pollution, switch to renewable energy, protect our planet, because it is the only home we have. Every storm, every flood, every wildlife tells the same story. When we harm the earth, we harm ourselves. When we care for it, the earth cares for us. Together we can stop environmental disaster before they start. Therefore, keep on subscribing to my channel, Eco Advocate Hub, for more gists on environmental issues. Let's save our planet together. Let's go.